Good evening, one and all. Good evening, one and all. I, Prabjot Kaur, Student Manager, Sri Balaji Society, feels immense pleasure in introducing Mr. Abhishek Joshi. Sir has done his BTech in Textile Technology from Shivaji University and did his PGDM in Marketing from Institute of Management Technology, Ghaziabad. Sir has joined ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company Limited as a manager, and he had also worked as the head of online marketing and product travel Guru.com for 3 years. And he's currently working as the Director of Digital Marketing and Customer Acquisition. Sir is a growth of hacker and e-commerce professional with around 7 years of experience in driving customer internet business, and he specializes in digital marketing, customer acquisition, e-commerce, n-commerce, and digital strategy. I hope the student managers of Sri Balaji Society have a lot to acquire from Sir, and I would now request Sir to kindly enlighten us with the words of wisdom. Sir, please.
Thank you everyone, and thanks for that detailed introduction. So as you all know, I drive digital marketing at Redbus. So before I go any further, how many of you have heard of Redbus? Oh, how many of you have used Redbus? Oh, so I'm really happy to know that. So as you all know, Redbus is a leader in its space. So it started a long time back, I think about 2006, when the founders were, they were traveling back to their home on Diwali. And, they were really finding it difficult to book a bus. It was a last minute decision and they could not find anything at those typical bus stops. That was how they, thought of this idea of, coming up with a platform where you can actually book a bus ticket anytime, anywhere. So, if you are standing at a bus stop and you want to book a bus ticket to your home, they provided a platform which aggregates all bus providers, private as well as government bus providers in India on a single platform. And that's how the Redbus journey started. So today Redbus is India's largest, as you all know. And we are really proud to say that we are one of India's very few e-commerce companies that have gone international. So we recently entered Singapore and Malaysia. So Redbus.sg is something which, thank you. Yeah, so it's a small step, a baby step, but I think the aspiration is to become a global leader. We want to be the choice for anyone who wants to book a bus ticket across the globe. So there are plans to get into other markets. So hopefully you'll hear about us getting into a lot of European and African markets in the next couple of quarters. So that's a brief on Redbus. The way I want to structure this, I don't have too many slides. I'll just talk about a few things that I think are important from an internet point of view, and then I would love to interact with you. You are our customers, since I think most of you use Redbus. I would love to hear from you your thoughts on the entire e-commerce industry, your questions. If you have anything, I would love to answer them as well. So before I start, I just wanted to start with a small video. How do? Yes, sir. Yeah. Sure.
बस पेश नहीं करते हैं द इन्वेंटर्स।
हेलो, माई सेल्फ परेश और ये मेरा पार्टनर परेश। हमने हिस्ट्री को रिक्रिएट कर दिया है। ऐसा है कि हम बस से काफी ट्रैवल करते हैं
और बस ट्रैवल का मतलब
बस पेश नहीं।
Does anyone know that face? Great, good to hear that. Okay, so let's start with the video now.
करते हैं द इन्वेंटर्स।
हेलो, माई सेल्फ परेश और ये मेरा पार्टनर परेश। हमने हिस्ट्री को
पेश नहीं करते हैं द इन्वेंट रेडबस पेश नहीं करते हैं द इन्वेंटर्स।
हेलो, माई सेल्फ परेश और ये मेरा पार्टनर परेश। हमने हिस्ट्री को रिक्रिएट कर दिया है। ऐसा है कि हम बस से काफी ट्रैवल करते हैं
और बस ट्रैवल का मतलब बस स्टॉप पे टाइम वेस्ट,
बहुत ज्यादा टाइम वेस्ट।
तो हमने इस टाइम वेस्ट का सोल्यूशन निकाल लिया है और लाखों ट्रैवलर्स की जिंदगी पे एहसान किया है।
इसका पेटेंट भी हमने फाइल किया है।
आपकी जो बस है वो 15 मिनट में आने वाली है।
अब बस स्टॉप्स पर बोर होना बंद। ट्रैक माई बस फीचर यूज करें और बस का अराइवल टाइम जानें।
Okay, there's just one more which I would love to play.
रेडबस पेश नहीं करते हैं द जीनियस।
दोस्तों, मेरे पास एक फैंटास्टिक आइडिया है। इस आइडिया से बस ट्रैवल बहुत सस्ता हो जाएगा। जीनियस आइडिया है, जीनियस। और तो और, ये आइडिया मेरे को पैसेंजर्स को बहुत खुश कर देगा। एक घंटा मेरे कंधे पे आराम कीजिए, सिर्फ 100 रुपए में। हम कार्ड्स भी एक्सेप्ट करते हैं।
बस टिकट को सस्ता करने के और आसान तरीके हैं। ऐप डाउनलोड करें और 25% की छूट पाएं।
That's the only one that I had now, so okay, so how are the videos? Good. Great. So see, the way we say it, there is a real-time problem in India when it comes to bus ticket booking. We have solved that problem over the years, but today there are a lot of other problems. Our focus is to make travel comfortable, intercity travel comfortable, predictable. You don't have to wait at bus stops for hours, waiting for a bus. So the entire idea behind Redbus is to ensure that the entire concept of intercity travel becomes comfortable. So there is train, but then there are people who are not comfortable with that. So the other option that we provide is something that we are trying to work on. So the idea is to make a product which is so great that bus travel becomes a thing that people love to do. So typically when people travel on train, there is some nostalgia to it. People have some experiences, nice stories about traveling in trains. So that's something that we are trying to do through Redbus, trying to build a brand, trying to offer you an experience which can create awesome experiences on travel. So that's the entire Redbus vision for the next few years. So with that, I would want to jump into a very high level overview of the internet industry in India. So as you all know, there are a lot of companies which are getting into e-commerce. Every day you will read about a lot of e-commerce companies getting funded by VCs. There are new companies that are starting up. There are technological disruptions that are happening in every space. So why is this happening? So there is definitely some reason to it. There is some method to the madness. It's not that every day someone decides to stand up and do an internet business. There is a reason why people are looking at internet as the next biggest opportunity. Okay, some numbers, very high level numbers. I'll not go into detail of that. But the key takeaway, the internet penetration in India. India today is a internet mobile first country. So even in small villages, you see people starting or getting onto internet through mobile device. So we just heard someone talking about how a beggar at a signal was using a mobile phone. So today, the Indians who are getting onto internet, the digital India story that our PM is talking about, it starts with the mobile phone. Today, the mobile phone is a device which is so affordable, so convenient, so easy to use that everyone is getting started onto internet through mobile device. And that's a changing reality that every business has to adapt to. So all the traditional businesses who have been doing offline business for a long time will have to realize that internet is the reality. They will have to get into internet or they will perish. There was another example of how Chroma wanted to get online and how Flipkart beat them to it. There are a lot of other examples where the new e-commerce internet companies have changed the game. They've disrupted the market. They've brought in new technologies, and they are today the market leaders. So that's the changing reality of today. Mobile definitely is important. What this slide shows is media consumption in India. So if you look at typically day of an Indian average Indian consumer, they still spend a lot of time on internet. So traditionally, TV was the media of choice for any large advertiser, right? So TV had a massive reach. Anyone and everyone in India would see TV ads, but that is changing today. Today, about 20%, 28% of media consumption happens on internet and on a mobile device. So mobile today is becoming the channel of choice for advertisers as well. So the videos that I just showed you was also our effort to start with digital. So these are not TV campaigns. We are not running these on TV. These are digital only campaigns where we are trying to interact with our consumers on the digital platform. So what exactly is internet marketing, mobile marketing? So there are two high-level things. One is customer acquisition, and then there is customer engagement. So internet is just a medium to reach out to your customers. The traditional concepts of marketing today remain the same that they were 10 years back. So it's all about driving awareness about your brand, creating interest about your product, and then pushing those customers to buy your product. So the traditional models of marketing still hold true, just that the platform of choice has changed. So traditionally, you're using this marketing strategy in the offline world through the offline media, and today all the advertisers, large advertisers, are using the internet as a media for the same strategies that they were using earlier. There is another example that I would love to show. Just give me one more sec. Can you please shut down the lights? So some background behind this. So like I said, e-commerce is not only about customer acquisition, it's also about building your brand. So we realized that, and we started last year. That's okay, I think you can still see there. Can you? Great, awesome. So the idea behind this film, we wanted to create Redbus as a brand. It is today the platform of choice for bus ticket booking, but we want people to understand that we are far more than that. There is a brand behind it. So we associated with RCB, Royal Challengers Bangalore, last year, and we created some crazy fan videos. We reached out to people who are RCB fans, and we interacted with them to see how they react to Redbus. So this is how it goes.
Can I have a moment of your time?
I actually need to get some.
I have a couple of RCB match tickets to give away.
Oh, wow.
Are you an IPL RCB fan?
I am. I'm quite a fan.
Okay, these are for you.
They're for me.
But you'll have to earn them.
Earn them? What do I need to do?
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom. Yes, sir, I'm Cuban Pete. I'm the craze, I'm on the street. When I start to dance, everything goes chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom. The senoritas, they sing and they swing. They don't matter, it's very nice. So full of fight. And when the dancing they bring, I be ring that I get singing a song all the day long.
That was amazing, man. You totally deserve these 2 tickets. These are yours. Well done.
Thank you so much. Go RCB and don't miss the bus.
Everyone loves cricket, right? Everyone in India loves IPL. So we realized that we associated with the RCB. The idea behind this, if you notice one thing in the entire film, there was no mention of Redbus throughout the film. So at the very end, we said that we are associated with Redbus, and you can log on to Redbus to win some official merchandise and book bus tickets. So the idea here was not promotion. This was again a digital only film. We got an awesome response from this. The idea was to engage with people who could be our target audience. So people who the young target, the young male audience who love to watch cricket, who love to travel, who love to follow their team to different cities. We knew that was our target market, and we wanted to reach out to them through a innovative way. So that was our idea behind creating brand awareness. So the point I am trying to make here is that today digital is not an option. It's a mandatory media for your brand campaigns as well. So any brand who wants to connect with the youth of the country will have to get on internet, will have to drive their brand campaigns through digital. So not only e-commerce companies, a lot of traditional companies today are looking at digital. There are examples of how HUL and PNGs of the world have reached out to people in rural parts of India through mobile phones by offering a lot of innovations. So mobile phone today is at the center of all the activity that is happening around. So all the ads that you see on various places, the attention span of an average Indian consumer is highest on the mobile phone. So that's the entire theory behind going mobile first on internet. Any questions so far? I'd love to hear any questions. I see a hand there. Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. So as we know that new concepts like ride sharing such as BlaBlaCar, Tripda, these have impacted, these are offering much cheaper rides than bus services.
True.
So is this Redbus taking any further steps to differentiate your product?
See, it's a new product, it's an innovative product, and I agree, there will be some people who will prefer those products. There is a very famous line from Steve Jobs when he said that if you don't cannibalize your product, then someone else will. So if similarly Redbus doesn't look at it, then obviously competition will. So the truth is we are looking at that. We are trying to enter that market. We will see Redbus. The entire vision of Redbus is to provide affordable transport, intercity transport, and whatever it takes to offer that to our customers, we'll do that. So yes, rideshare is something that we are looking at. We will launch something very soon on that front. But again, bus ticket is a completely different market. People still prefer to travel in the comfort of bus. And yeah, I'm sure both markets will grow together, and both markets will have their own set of customers. Okay, so quickly going back to my deck, I just have a couple of more slides. Before that, I would want to understand from you what is your understanding on digital marketing. So, see, typically traditional marketing, you try to reach out to your customer. There was a simple process, right? You did a analysis of who is your audience, where are they present, how do you reach out to them, what is the media that these audience is exposed to. That was a traditional way of marketing. Now in digital, the concepts remain the same, like I said. So today also you look at the digital world and see where your customer is. So today, if someone is looking for a bus ticket booking or trying to buy a smartphone, there are some places where typically a user starts with. Any guesses, how do you start your research when you buy something on internet? Yeah, it's a simple answer. So by some estimates, about 58% of searches or online purchases start with Google. So Google is, like someone said, king of all when it comes to internet. You have to be present on Google, to reach out to your customers. So Google, it's an intent-based channel. So someone who wants to buy something, who wants to research for product, will go on to Google and search for something. So not being present on Google is, not option at all. So typically, what are components of Google when it comes to internet marketing? What else? Yeah, so Google AdWords is a tool which people use. But typically, when you look at search engine marketing, so when anyone does a search on Google, you see some results at the top, which are paid ads, and then you see some results at the bottom, which are organic ads. So very critical that a brand is present at this point, because this is a complete direct intent that the customer is showing. A customer is searching for a product that you are selling. So it's important that you are present here. So the ads that you see at the top, those are paid ads. That's something called as search engine marketing, for which we use the AdWords tool. And the results that come at the bottom, those are organic results, which is driven by search engine optimization. See, we optimize our website, we make our website more relevant so that it starts ranking on Google for some of these keywords. So Google, like I said, is the most important channel when it comes to online acquisition. You have to be present on Google through SEM as well as SEO. What are some of the other channels? So I'm sure you all have seen banner ads on internet. So banner ads, is a way of reaching out to new customers. So people who are not searching for your product on Google, you can still reach out to them through different, website that they browse. So see, there is a lot of innovation which has happened in this field as well. So again, I remember someone saying that Google is god of data. That is true to a huge extent, because Google knows everything that you do online. So there is a story that I remember. So there was a young mother, in US. She had just given birth to her child, and she bought some product online. And for the next 3 years, as her baby grew up, she actually saw ads of all the products that were relevant to her for 3 years. So starting from a diaper to a stroller to, baby products, games, all of that. So that is the level of targeting that is possible online. You can actually, know a lot about your customers through the searches that they do, through the websites that they visit. So Google is one platform, but then there are other platforms like Facebook, which enable us to reach out to target audience based on their profile, based on their intent, based on their interest, based on the life stage that they are in. So banner ad today is a very powerful mode of not only customer acquisition but also engagement. There is something called as retargeting. I don't know how many of you heard of it. Has anyone heard of retargeting? I just see one hand. So it's also in some quarters called as digital stalking. So it's about stalking your customers. So not in a creepy way, but if a customer comes to your website and does a search for a product and drops off, does not buy a product, you can actually follow that customer across the web with a banner for your product and bring them back to your website. That's something called as remarketing. Is something like that possible in the offline world? So that's the power of internet. You know a lot about your customers. You know people who have visited your website. You know people who have bought products on your website, and you can actually target them with very, very specific messages. So personalization is probably the biggest benefit advertiser can drive through the internet as a medium. There are some thoughts around banner ads being an intrusive way of advertising. A lot of people feel that the traditional pop-ups and all that you saw a few years back is something which is not the best way of advertising. There are some offline marketers that I know of who actually scoff at online marketing, saying that this is spamming. But then it's all about technology. There are technological changes happening which will improve the way people advertise through banner ads as well. So today, for example, there are a lot of technological innovations happening in this front as well. So I'm sure a lot of you use Facebook Messenger. How many of you use Facebook Messenger? So when you get a Facebook message, you see a bubble appear on your homepage, right? On the home of your mobile screen. That's something which people can now use for advertising. So there is technological innovation happening where you can actually target user with messaging on their mobile home screen for a very personalized communication. So that is the technological disruption that is happening on the internet, and I think it's very important for any marketer to understand these technological changes and go with them. Okay, so these are some very specific points. We spoke about, we heard about how today's world is app world. Everyone in today's market is launching apps. So there are some specific things that people do to promote their app. So app store optimization is one very popular method. So like SEO is a way to appear on Google search engine. App store optimization is a technique which people use to appear on the Play Store listing. So if you go to a Google Play Store, you search for say Samsung smartphone on Google Play, I can actually do a lot of things to ensure that my app appears at the top of the search results. So there are a lot of technological innovations happening in that front as well. There are ways where I can re-engage on app as well. So if you are playing a game today and you switch off the game and go somewhere else, I can actually bring you back with a message saying that there is a new level available now, please come back and play this game. So that is something which is happening on the mobile world front. So that's something called as mobile re-engagement. So today, a lot of e-commerce companies are running behind app downloads. WhatsApp has, any guesses how many downloads does WhatsApp have in India? How many users? Upwards, go upwards. So more than 50 million. So that's a target that a lot of e-commerce companies are driving today. A lot of e-commerce companies want to reach to that number. There are e-commerce apps which have more than 10 million downloads, 20 million downloads. But it's not only about driving downloads. It's about engaging your customers. So there are like I was talking about remarketing on the website. There is something called as re-engagement that is happening on the app side. So you can reach out to your customers. There is something called as push notification. So this is a iPhone screenshot. Similarly on Android device, I'm sure if you're using some of the apps, you see a message in the notification tray. You see some of these apps pushing your messages. So these tools are very powerful in re-engaging with your customers. People who have used your product some time back but have churned out, who are now going to competition, you can still reach out to them with a very, very personalized message. So that's the power of mobile phone today. So mobile, like a lot of people say, mobile is one-to-one marketing. So traditionally, TV was one-to-many marketing. You had a message which you communicated to everyone, the same message. Today, mobile is a one-to-one communication where you can, reach out to every unique customer with a customized message. So that's the power of mobile phone today in India. I think I've spoken about this. Mobile marketing, why is it important? Because, one very big benefit of internet marketing is ROI. So you can measure the money that you are spending on internet or mobile. You can measure the ROI that you are getting from every rupee that you send on this platform. So typically, on the offline platforms, the TV campaigns, print campaigns, one complaint that, every CEO had with his marketing head was on the ROI. How do you calculate the ROI of some of these campaigns? So these are still some open questions on the offline marketing front, but in digital, you can measure everything. You can actually, calculate the exact ROI that you're getting from every rupee that you spend on internet as a media. So that's the biggest benefit that I see of mobile as a channel or internet as a channel. You can actually, measure every penny that you spend. You can personalize your communication to, extent that you cannot do in any other channel. So these are some of the benefits, biggest benefits of mobile marketing today. With that, I come to an end to my small session. But before we go into questions, there is just one last video that I wanted to show you. Can we please turn off the lights?
Hi guys, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Are you following the IPL this season?
Yeah. One second. What is that? Is that a breathalyzer?
It's my mic, dude. I'm recording you guys. But seriously, are you following the IPL this season?
Yeah.
RCB fans by any chance?
Yeah.
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 Okay, I have something that might interest you. I have a couple of tickets for the upcoming RCB game, but I can't give them to you right away.
Come on.
But what would you do for them?
Just about anything.
Anything?
Anything.
That was brilliant. Congratulations. You really earned this. I have to tell you that was only part one of the gag.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not.
Oh, thank God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
These are yours.
Bye, Stevie. So much.
That's it. That's it from my side. I would love to, answer any questions that you might have, any views that you would have. Please do share. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. So my question to you is, I want to know that why your company gave this name like Redbus. It could be yellow, black, white, anything.
So I don't have an answer to that, honestly. Probably our founders will. I think one reason I could think of now retrospectively, red is the most popular color when it comes to branding. You look at the biggest brands in all over the world. Red is a color for passion. It stands for a lot of aggression. I think that is one reason why a lot of companies across the world use red as in their logo. I could think of only that reason why we decided to name Redbus and not Yellowbus. What else? Yeah.
So, how data analytics is helping Redbus in getting meaningful insights and taking decisions, and which all statistical tools do you use?
Okay, so when it comes to any online business, data is the most important part. But again, I would like to say that you should not get crippled by data. There are people who say that you can make statistics say whatever you want to if you torture it enough. If you torture numbers enough, they will say whatever you want to say. So we don't really get too much caught up in data, but we use a lot of analytics tool. We use Google Analytics Premium. We are moving into a big data platform. So big data is basically a platform which integrates various analytics tools and provides one holistic picture, one complete interface of all everything that a customer is doing on your platform. So we are looking at a lot of analytics tool developing in-house, as well as some tools that are ready in the market. Google Analytics Premium is one. There are a lot of app measurement tools that we use, tools like AppsFlyer, Localytics. These are some of the most popular international global tools that people use for measurement, and we use some of these tools as well. But like I said earlier, data is important, but it's important to take decision based on your intuition as well at times.
Hello sir, I'm an operations batch student. I want to ask the importance of the back-end operation in Redbus.
Okay, so see, that's an important question. Redbus is our internet business, but the moment of truth, as we call it, is when our customer uses our product, and that happens when a customer enters a bus. So when you are standing at a bus stand or a bus station, your bus arrives and you enter the bus, that is the moment of truth. That is where a customer will either have a good experience or bad experience with our brand. So operations become very important. We have a huge backend team. We have a team of salespeople who work with bus operators across the country, managing the relationship, managing real-time inventory, availability of bus tickets. So all of that is very critical for our business. But that's pre-sales. After sales as well, we have a very important customer service team who address all the issues that our customer might face. So see, our business is very operation heavy. So our business is driven by completely operations. If we don't have bus tickets on our platform, no one will buy. So in fact, when we launched Singapore, we realized this the hard way. We went live with 5 top bus operators in Singapore, and then we're not seeing any conversions on the website. And then we ran a small survey on the website, and we asked people for their pain points, and we realized that we don't have coverage. We had the top 5, but there are people who want a lot of options. Although they will book from those 5 options only, but they love to see 25 other options. So they will never book from those other options. So the learning from this was operations is important. It's important to build your backend. It's important to have the inventory in place. So for any internet business in India, be it Redbus or Flipkarts and Amazons of the world, operations is probably the heart of the entire business. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your speech gave us an insight into the online business scenario. You made us understand customer acquisition, customer engagement, and brand building through digitalization. We also got to know about various technological changes which will take place in future, like personalized communication to target customers. We look forward to more such interactions in future.
May I now request Dr. Suresh Chandrapadi to present a memento to Mr. Abhishek Joshi.
चैम्बर में